things you may have never thought about before, but didn't have time. But now is the time. So like I said, we're going to talk about some important things. Having handles is so extraordinary because it is really nothing special at all. It is simply the direct expression of one's coordination and creativity with the minimum of control and agility. Every movement is of itself, being so without the artificial thinking with which we have a tendency of complicating them with. The closer to the true way and foundation of getting better tomorrow you are, the less waste of expression there is, especially when handling the ball. Under pressure, you don't rise to the occasion, you sink to your level of training. Your handles is to be observed without fancy drills and matching skill set and remains a secret, while the observer, defender, or hater anxiously looks for flashy movements and complex techniques. But if there is really any secret at all, it is never to use more complex movements than are necessary to achieve the desired result. The art of getting better tomorrow is simply to simplify by being efficient today. Getting better tomorrow in general and developing your handles specifically values the wonder of the ordinary. The idea is not daily increase, but daily decrease. We must hack away the unessentials. How else are we to get better tomorrow? We don't have time to waste. Everything matters. And above all, do not lay down restrictive rules. When developing your handles specifically and getting better tomorrow in general, we must avoid the superficial, penetrate the complex, go to the heart of the problem, and pinpoint the key factors. Simplicity is the shortest distance between 2 points. Every point has a center. At the center of all centers is one center, and the center is matter. The universe is composed of only centers, whose circumference is nowhere, and center is everywhere. When there is no center and no circumference, then there is truth. Truth has no path. Truth is living, and therefore changing. As men cannot know death, death cannot know life. As life cannot know death, death cannot know life. Men use the real to understand the unreal, but the unreal was given to them to understand the real. Men use the real to understand the unreal, but the unreal was given to them to understand truth. There are only two things in existence in this universe: things and their relations to one another. That is, things and relationships. Relationship is understanding. Action is our relationship to everything. Action is a high road to self-confidence and esteem. To understand and live now, everything of yesterday must die. To understand and live in the now, everything of yesterday must die. Freedom from knowing is death. Then you are living. There is no such thing as doing right or wrong when there is freedom. Self-expression is total, immediate, without conception of time, and you can only express that if you are free, physically and mentally, from fragmentation, that is, being impartial here and there. When one is not expressing himself, he is not free. Thus he begins to struggle, and the struggle breeds methodical routine. Soon he is doing his methodical routine as a response, rather than responding to what is. But what is further from us than what is not. If you follow a classical pattern, you are understanding the routine, the tradition, the shadow, but you are not understanding yourself. The classical man is just a bundle of routine, ideas, and tradition, reflexively regurgitating under stress and pressure. When there is freedom from mechanical conditioning, then there is simplicity. In every passionate pursuit, in every motivating journey, the pursuit, the journey itself, counts more than the object pursued, that is, the final goal attained. Training deals not with an object, but with the human emotions and human spirit. The spirit is no doubt the controlling agent of our existence. The intellect is the telescope of the spirit. The spirit, when taken away from us, the heart is all that is left. And this is the sacrifice we have to make if we want to receive the light of the soul. The soul that knows itself is opaque. To know oneself is to study oneself in action with another person. If you want to know the others, begin by knowing yourself, because everybody is a mirror. observe what is with undivided attention. It is indeed difficult to see the situation simply as is. Our minds are very complex. Indeed, it is easy to teach one to be skillful, but it is difficult to teach one his own attitude. To become different from what we are, we must have some idea, some awareness of what we are. Awareness is without choice, without demand, without anxiety. In that state of mind, there is perception. Awareness has no frontier. It is a giving of your whole being without exclusion. Contemplation in length requires concentration. Concentration is a narrowing of the mind. Concentration for any duration of time is meditation. Eliminate not clear thinking, that is, unclear thoughts, and function from your core, your foundation. The man who is clear and simple does not choose. What is. All vague notions must fall before a pupil can call oneself a master. Masters in all branches of art must first be masters of living, for the soul creates everything. Creation in art is the psychic unfolding of the personality, which is rooted in the nothing. Its effect is a deepening of the personal dimension of the soul. Art calls for complete mastery of techniques developed by reflection within the soul. Art is never decoration nor embellishment. Instead, it is a work of enlightenment.